Salone network. Today now Friday, September 10, 2021. Another night, we come with another topic again. Topic we know say we need for discuss as Sierra Leone them. With me tonight, I get two guests them with the journey for we go paddle the ship for the right direction tonight. I get Miss Carrie Johnson Cole um, where they come all the way from UK. So they wanna know say very very late about it, but because a loving country he decided for joining this late. And also I get Mr. Nathan Atako, we always know a very good commentator, and I'm away anything good for the week Salone, a voice care for the day. So I will ask me panelists if they're going to introduce themselves, and then we will start the show immediately. So I will start with the ladies first. So I will start with Miss Justin Cole. Go ahead.
We found with them on a good evening. Me like the jumping go from UK.
Famudem, good evening. This na Lansana Sako, veteran of VOS from Reading, Pennsylvania, United States.
Thank you very much. Family as we all know, since we're running late, so I'm not going to waste time again. We just take the start the show one time and continue. As when I see the title, we ask say waiting we go learn from the coup happen on Sunday in Guinea. For some people and we I believe say maybe not get much of the history, I will try for one number on us quick, and then we'll bring the guest in so that we'll discuss. Like last week, we would try for open the phone lines them earlier and give people them time so that we all will get a discussion. For some of you we probably I know some majority of you on social media see what happen on Sunday in Guinea, where the elected and democratically elected government of Alpha Conde them overthrew on Sunday, where the military don't take over. As of now, we don't know what's the situation in Guinea, but if you do on social media, you go understand say plenty people them in the let me get a young suggestion. So people then talk say well since that this thing happen in Guinea, then they see and say maybe because of some of the things in way they happen at Salone, then goes one for see such kind of thing happen. Other people then talk say hey, una step on a break. Because first of all, Salone not to Guinea, the situation is different. So with me tonight, I get two people and wife say will come in and talk about the pros and cons about military coup, and also waiting we go learn as a neighboring country where they close to Guinea from their own situation. Since we said we may not go through that before, not too long ago, say because I think it's about less than 20 years ago. I would say around that 20 some years ago, we may not go through that. So. We said we need not say for our voice in as we go. But let we start the analysis first, then we go open the phone lines, bring Una in, and let we talk about what Una get from the coup upon Guinea. So I will start with Ms. Carrie Johnson in five minutes or less. If you go tell family what in a young take, the young personal view about the coup in Guinea, how you see them and what in a young believe if the coup is supposed to happen or not supposed to happen. Over to you, man.
Well, thank you very much, CEO. Me take this whole Guinea coup is very concerning for we Sierra Leoneans as well, and then perhaps other countries then, because waiting happening. Me support. I not support the fact that people in the military they take over governments. Not to say we melee because of your experience when we don't get us alone. We plenty people then die, innocent people then die. But then we get to look on both sides of the coin, not just one side. You see, because you get to look why they take over. Why they take over? That is not an excuse for them for take over. But we know ignore the fact say people in the suffer in Guinea. Too many things. In fact, what is happening in Guinea is what is happening in Sierra Leone. Now that makes me say it's of concern here because we Sierra Leonean politicians then get to be very, very careful. You see, because it's no different. A lot of things they happen in Guinea, they happen in Sierra Leone. So I'm not the advocate say for let people then take over in Sierra Leone or let them take over to the street. You see, but we cannot turn blind eyes to waiting they happen in Sierra Leone at all. because it don't happen to we anyway. We call it government, we don't take over. Yes, we see it take over. You see, we experience that and we see what thing happen. Then if Guinea don't do it now, you see, I don't know. For now, it's concerning to me anyway.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And I know Mr. Sarkomi in come out. He made already give your opinion already start his stand on the coup in Guinea. So I'm not going to ask him already. Say what do you think about them? I need to ask you now. Say, according to your own opinion, when do you think say a military coup is warranted, or you ever think there's ever a time where it ever be warranted nowhere, no matter the cost?
A difficult question. But we don't say military when they come, then they rule by decree. So decree waiting now and they mean then laws them unchallenged. Now either monarchies, military rule, now then they rule by decree. So when the law is unchallenged, they can basically do whatever they want at any given time. This now in make very bad because it's very, very dictatorial. And when there is a dictatorship in anything, now few people then go get for benefit. Either a group of people, but the rest of the people will get left out. So the country they go behind. So for let military coup take place, now any country, it's not good at all. But the question is whether there is any time where that should happen. I believe say there is time and space for make military coup take over. For example, if the democratically elected president, a very, very like a dictator, and not a waiting is supposed to do the people, and they suffer, especially when it comes to rule of law and other things. Then the military go get for figure out and say how we go do this, because sometimes if military not take over, the citizens and self will begin to come out to revolt, and we go be very, very bad. So military go intervene for that period so that then go stop then kind and carnage, then they then go in. But most of the time when they come, then they promise say we go do elections for a civilian government come, but yet still then go day for long because we taste power very difficult for commot, and then go they share the power to themselves. We don't see Samuel Doe when he come, because the world cried down for say this na military coup. After some time, he pull the uniform, he go as a civilian. And in many other places, Lansana Conte of Guinea, he take over 1984 and a day for 27 years. But before that 27 years, he changed to civilian, because the world body organizations, they're not in favor of military coup. And once he did it, then he able for put some embargoes on you, where go really make it tough for the citizens. So you are forced to either conduct elections and let civilians then come, you come out. But before, the army man, I said they pull in for their county map again for run. So sometimes it is necessary, but it's very bad.
All right, thank you very much. Because I try for pushing that corner so that people don't be able to get the other side of it. Because I know say where you put your audio out there, and I mean the video, I see. I know, so I get plenty of reaction from people on social media when they come after you say, look at the other side of it. You only look at one side. So I try for another way. Try for you that corner. Say, okay, try for show the other side, so you get to the other side as well. Just come out and tell them on that day.
Right.
Mr. Johnson. Now, if we hear to Mr. Sarkozy say where they come to power, sometimes they can say, okay, we will hand over soon. Next, they don't do 10, 15, 20 years na power. And then we are more for boy and say, well, Mother Bene do what you need for do. It don't kill boy and McKinney, it don't cause plenty human rights abuse. So people will come back and say, hey, well, if the man can't take over, what you go gain if you're in a position, either way you need another for na power as well. What you take about people and more them look and say at this point, then fear and say viable for the same thing happen as Salone. As somebody where you more critical in your thinking, say, okay, I'm not saying they see what if you say they don't miss, then go miss at this point they know they pay attention to, and when you go tell them say, "Una need to pay attention to this right now, because if it happen, you self go lost."
Well, yeah, the thing is, we not go pretend as if things are not happening. Things are happening. Well, I don't know, maybe because me don't mention bio in it, something that I class and Asako, not mention bio in it. You see, because me mention in it because now we country. You see, but you know they go begin mention other people the name you left your own country. We said we don't get we current head of state instead we take over with the last week he become president for 3 months. You get me? And going back to with you say, Mr. Sako, yeah, yes. When they go there, then they're not one come out again. And similarly, BOS will not be they not be one give up. You see, because when they say election, was it election before something peace or peace before election something? You see, there are people that were being take over that time. They were forced. You see, they were forced to make them go hand over power. You see, because then the Western world, the big brain cell, offer them plenty benefits. Wait for me, we make them left them, then send them all go above for let them go study and everything, you see. So they were forced. If them get the opportunity, therefore we continue for the day. Now we look at this thing here so. We people them, they kill people them na Padeba Road. Plenty people then die na Padeba Road. Where they get family. Similarly, people then die na Bombali. You see, people then die na Lunsai. What did happen? You see, what did happen? You see, what they say na lawless people then, lawlessness. You get me? Not a single empathy was shown to them people then. You get me? And those people then get families them. They get family members then where they cry up till now. They get family members that way they cry up till now. Where they're not driving water from their eyes yet, you see. Then they cry, some man don't know what happen to their body, then picking their body. Nobody don't know what is happening, you see. And then you talk about dictatorial military. You see, what we're having at this country now, we politicians themselves now, they are very, very dictatorial. They dictate, they do what they want to like. People are suffering, people don't get food, people don't get sight for eat. Some people they sleep in the street, some people they go to prostitution for let them get something, you see. And then we have a president where he and his wife they go on the spending spree all the time. They go say that they go get something, you understand? They're not bringing nothing. They go there to Lebanon, nobody knows where they are, you see. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, everybody is saying this and that, you see. People are drawing inferences because no one knows. You get me? They're not talk. All of a sudden for lawyer, he said they go on a moon. You see, and poor people then they will not get where they suffer, where they struggle. You see, then they see all these things and so money they lost, where they see how people then they spend money in the country, where they see how they are able to take medical treatment abroad when our own poor people not able to take that. You see, then people then have to go only stomach up to a point for the same reason where Badabio any friends and take over. You understand it? From Momo and others, you see, at the same reason we make the overthrow Alpha Conde. That's the same reason. So basically what they say now, we current politicians there now, they get for learn, they get for take example, they get for know now say, people can only say enough is enough. Although I'm saying that, I'm not telling people to take to the streets. I'm not telling military say, una go overthrow, because at the end of the day, bullets not a pick. You know they pick, if they go to anybody, you see. But, you see, fully understand why then people then are Guinea overthrow Alpha Conde. I can understand the situation because me get people then at Sierra Leone where they go through that one day, where they suffer a lot, you see. So I can understand. That don't mean they justify things.
Let me come in quick though. If we go talk say well, somebody go argue say well, that suffering only continue for 60 years. People are on the go through the same suffering we talk about, and people that elect the presidents, they're gonna ballot box to elect them. They're gonna say, okay, well, just like Sierra Leone, if we look at the different presidents, say, okay, well, Madabi only get 5-year mandate, we get 3 years more left. And at this point, we go say, what's happen at Sierra Leone heavy enough for like a warrant then kind of behavior than they for make them pull them through the barrier?
No. Therefore, let Madabi make it continue. Let Madabi continue make it do in full time. You get me? What you do in full time, then the people that want pull and go pull them out. You get me? But listen to this again. What is happening in Sierra Leone is this. You get me? If there's a self, they threaten people them with war all the time. People like Austin Johnny and other people are making comments. You see, if they do this, we go do that one day, we go do that, we go 10 times. You see, what is all that for? You see, then just they try for push people there now. It's like they provoke the situation. They are provoking the situation because these are people who are suffering. Politicians are not suffering. They've got everything. They are not suffering at all. Therefore, let you cannot on people that they can provoke the one way they suffer. We not get nothing. You get me? You see, so wait till all this. When also they go make ammunitions or they talk about this, they talk about that. You see, other people themselves, they only take to the street, they will only react. So let them not provoke because they are the ones provoking the situation. If they not provoke the situation, then I'm not think to say the situation will reach to that extent, but they are provoking the situation. You know, we got to be, let's call it spade a spade. We've got to be honest with each other. These politicians, this BO government, they are provoking the situation in Sierra Leone. Not to worry about it. I supported that government. You get me? I supported them. You see, for me to come out and say it, you understand? You see, then they provoke situation. So they get for land from Guinea. If they not provoke, if they continue for provoke this situation, then I'm afraid, you understand? We not want waiting happen at Guinea for happen, but it is beyond we control. We not go able to control everybody. All we can do is talk and tell people they say for overthrow is not the right thing. When I go through the ballot box, but then people really suffer again. You see, it's not easy. You see, they will do something. You see, so me they say, "Una not go do anything." You see, but beyond government, una left for provoke people. They are provoking the situation.
Okay. Well, I be Mr. Sako in because Mr. Sako, you know, Ms. Johnson. What's that you think about Ms. Johnson? Your concern where you get concern in the country and also with it right now, and what we go, if you say we go learn from the theory upon Guinea and prevent what we need for prevent now.
Wow. You see. Sierra Leone they in a very sorrowful state for a long time. Any leader will come na Sierra Leone, they go get a tough time with the citizens because the foundation for development no day at all, in all day. Anyone will come, they find them very difficult and the citizens are not patient anymore. Now, I hear what Ms. Johnson say. But again, Lord, we compare 60 years to 3 years. If we want to be honest, waiting don't damage for 60 years is very, very difficult for let you come 3 years, you do them. It's not easy. Now, BO, me don't criticize them just as I don't criticize other past government. That anyone will come, you know the priorities of the people of Sierra Leone, of in people, waiting people they need. Although insects don't suffer through them when they go school, when you not get nothing. Meaning Bio, Baikroma, Tijan Kaba, Strasser, they've all gone through that. Wherein then they sleep electricity not day. But the point is, when they say electricity not day, it not means say they go buy generator, you bring and come. Because tomorrow you go buy that generator, you bring a Kana Makeni, Bo, Kenema, Freetown, all over the 16th district. Where is the money to sustain that generator to continue to working? Outside the source of income they come on. Then we go begin to rely on taxpayers the way they England, way they Germany, way they with a bigger. Now that make we president and they fly. Now Manjala them. You sabi how then Friday we go na mosque, if they see them Manjalaji then sit up. Then go begin big. You know why make them they go Friday? Because them believe say God they can at the mosque that Friday day. Because the psyche of the person where they go church Sunday and the psyche of the person where they go church on Friday, a day na hate say, well, I don't come pray today na a holy day. So even if you not bland gay, that bigger man no say a cookie. So when they're ready, they self the car around Christmas time. Just wait me at Christmas. Now you go see African president and they flood with one country because that's the time they give those kind of gifts. So when they bring them machine there, I'll bring them. Then I swear to God, then go bring them machine and put her under. After 6-7 months, McKinney go get blackout. Bo go get blackout continuously. Waiting to There is no factory, no industrialization in Makeni, no economic planning where go employ the youth them and the people of Makeni, the people of Bo, the people of Putloko, for make them go to generate income and pay taxes so that then go able for maintain that electricity. We leaders then at this they not understand at all. So this hunger and things they go in cycle. When it come out, now then they build Lunge Airport. Plenty people say if finally they build the airport, 270 million, my brother. Now then they go spend. But we're spending $320 million with the feed other farmers them and fatten the economy of Asian countries the way they sell rice. That's what Sierra Leone spend on food. 180 million of it is going on rice. The balance is going on little things. Why we not go take that 270 million, Papa Bio? We look at we farmers. We invest in them in large-scale farming. We look at Jala University, where now students then they study agriculture, then sabi how for make late crop, then grow and produce more. Give them job, incentive. You say, listen, when you come on Jala University, we they make this university, go to this place inside Binkolo, this hectares of land that people and they go and help them so that they can grow healthy crops, and we say go begin the export to you. We they pay you every month. Why not? So how cool no go, how people are not go begin to get this run through? Then they say think tranga, because when you hear somebody they talk about coup, in most cases, in most countries, now way food not there for it. They are going to bed or hungry. Job not there. There is no job creation, and we leaders don't know this. But again, me say, and not reach to the point in Sierra Leone where we go begin the call for coup for overthrow the government. And not reach to that point, not at all. And they not ever reach.
Well, give Ms. Johnson 3 more minutes before we play the video. I'll give 3 more minutes for let you come. I know say don't listen to Mr. Sako, and I know say what for rebuttal. So I will give 2 minutes let rebuttal then before we allow the technical team to play the video. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's good. At least we get you for realize say things are not going well at the country. Thank you when you talk about Jala, but agriculture and all that. You see, when you talk you see, that explains why. Say for example, this government, you just sack people then. You see, let me tell you something. Bio was elected. You see, it was elected for the whole country. The reason why APC lost the election by just a small margin, but they lost them. Why? You get so many people that will not be ever vote for SLPP. They vote for BO because of the one changes or something. You see, if BO see that, BO supposed to can correct every mistakes with APC that be made. But instead, then they even do 3 times, 4 times, 5 times what APC do. You understand it? And really, in all honesty, the former president, he work that the country. He make mistakes because nobody is perfect. Not just like BO said they make mistakes, they're not perfect. He still do it, still able to. It work, yeah, you get me. But if they come now, they make it look as if they not do nothing, then take away. Okay, let me say before current president, law says definitely so nothing as an enemy apply, for example. That does not justify for you, BO you come, you employ so Southeasterners. No, it's not justifiable because that make them pull them. So when you come, you for change them. But when you look, you see every sign of mandate people. You get 1 or 2 other people then. Then any side, not just the mandate safe, you see. Now the mandate the number way family to you, or the mandate that will belong to you, power government, power group, not the normal. You get other mandate that will suffer where they suffer. You get me, you see. So why? Other people then the very mandate that suffer where they suffer. You get me? Plus the one that may come on at the other regions then. You see, they're not happy. They're not happy. You talk about agriculture. You see, okay, the president they make farming, but the farming where the president they making with. Now for the people they make of or not for insects. You get me? Because when the president if they want for help people that with farming, not so themselves they do the farming. Just like what chief minister they do in your farming. Chief minister don't they abroad UK for all these donkey years they not go make farming as alone. Now it go make famine. You don't think to say if we make sense for let chief minister, let it give the things to other people then, let people then do the farming for themselves, then take them or whatever crops insect grow, it give it to everybody, then take away not for insect personally. Similarly to be insect, any way they do, they're not for take them for themselves, then give them to other people then. Shape all the tractors go on various sides then. This is what they call leadership. This is what they call say development. But if you go, you say that just so young people they know what they put say, you see, then I'm afraid if people then can't take to the street, would you be surprised? I am not condoning it, you see, but we're not for surprise. People then ask one they do that. We're not for surprise. You get me? And the people then, not to do it for do, you understand it, but we shouldn't be surprised, you see, because that's beyond the do, you see.
All right, thank you very much. I will ask people for continue for share on our share, and also if you want for join the YouTube, Voice of Salone Network. Now we get to the YouTube now instead of Voice of Salone TV. For people away, they would say you can follow either the Facebook page or the YouTube, so that anytime will come on you get notification. So before we continue, I will ask the technical team and play a couple of videos about what happened at Guinea. Then we'll come back now. We can talk about the third time when people feel in Kozam. The hardship and what they put Alpha Condemning do concerning what they say you do tribal business where he isolate the fullers, where you have focused on Guinea, and also we'll talk about the role of ECOWAS and also UA where they all don't the African Union where they all don't take right now. And I will get to my own opinion on that. So, but make I ask the teammate and just play some short video about what happened with this son in Guinea. Make we'll take a look, and then we'll come back after the video. Them.
Oui. Depuis que vous êtes dans nos locaux, est-ce qu'on vous a pas torturé, non? Est-ce qu'on vous a on a touché à un seul de vos cheveux? On vous a brutalisé? Non. Silence. Ok. Silence. Guinéennes et Guinéens, chers compatriotes, la situation sociopolitique et économique du pays, le dysfonctionnement des institutions républicaines, l'instrumentalisation de la justice, le piétinement des droits des citoyens, l'irrespect des principes démocratiques, la politisation à outrance de l'administration publique, la gabegie financière.
Thanks very much for staying with us. Time now for Eye on Africa with me, Georgia Calvin-Smith. Tonight, the man behind the latest coup in Guinea-Conakry says that he wants a peaceful transition. Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya calls a meeting of ministers of ousted President Alpha Condé after banning them from leaving the country and dissolving the government. We take a closer look. Now, the leaders of a military coup in Guinea have promised to set up a transitional government of national unity, but given no details of when the country would return to democratic elections. The takeover has toppled President Alpha Condé, who came to power in 2010 and has been accused of becoming increasingly authoritarian. Mario Sofas tells us more.
A day after the ousting of Guinea's president Alpha Condé, the streets of the capital Conakry were under heavy patrol by soldiers. On Sunday, the military junta said that land and air borders had been closed, but on Monday announced that air frontiers had been reopened.
We are announcing the reopening of air borders and the resumption of commercial and humanitarian flights only.
Members of the ousted government are barred from leaving the country and have been ordered to hand back their official vehicles. They were also summoned to a meeting at the Guinean Parliament on Monday. The junta warns that any refusal to attend would be considered an act of rebellion and have called on Alpha Condé's security detail to turn themselves in.
The CNRD is ordering ex-presidential security personnel to join the rapid intervention group of KM36 immediately.
Faute de quoi?
Otherwise, a sweep search will be made throughout the country.
Territoire national.
After Monday's meeting, Guinea's military junta announced the dissolution of the government and the National Assembly and have promised to set up a government of national unity. They have vowed not to pursue a witch hunt against the former government. Alpha Condé was re-elected for a third presidential term last October, following the introduction of constitutional reform that was roundly criticised by his opponents.
Well, on Sunday, supporters of the ousting of Condé took to the streets to celebrate. However, many Guineans still fear that his overthrow could mean instability.
Ils ont fait ça sans bagarre, sans tuer personne, sans ni bonne pierre. Donc ça vient de commencer. C'est pour cela que les gens ont peur le matin pour sortir le matin là. Mais là, dans la journée, on peut sortir.
Si cette situation perdure, il peut y avoir que l'armée revienne au pouvoir. Parce que tout était déjà préparé. Imaginez dans un pays un professeur qui vient au pouvoir et qu'on nous dit que c'est un professeur de droit. Donc on se disait que vraiment l'espoir était permis que la Guinée connaisse pour la première fois une alternance en République de Guinée. Mais très malheureusement, le professeur s'est laissé berner par ses proches et finalement il est tombé dans son propre piège.
Well, Karim Kamara joins us now with more from Conakry. Karim, how widely representative of the mood amongst Guineans are those who are very publicly celebrating Condé's downfall that we saw on Sunday?
Well, and here we have the mixed feelings here. And those that we had just took to the street just after the military had overthrown President Alpha Condé, and then came mainly from the opposition strongholds here in the Conakry and even in the interior, like in Labe, and about some 100 kilometers from Conakry. And in the Conakry, we saw them in Babeto, Amdalai, Koza, and Tewit. These are all strongholds of the opposition. And we also have supporters of Alpha Condé who are also in the majority, but they are very quiet, and they're very quiet and very, very, very disappointed. And political analysts also on the ground here are very much skeptical about the whole scenario. They say this is a recipe for Guinea at least to retrogress economically and socially. And they are also warning that if the military do not leave power immediately, hand over power to a democratically elected government, and this would mean that Guinea that will completely go down in the drain, and then before it recovers, and they will take years. So this is the kind of fear people are going with. But to say everybody took to the street to celebrate the victory or the dethrone of President Alpha Condé, no, the feelings here are divided.
Voilà, vous êtes devant l'arrivée du colonel Doumbouya. Là, je pense que on a l'impression que c'est le président du CNRD qui va venir tout à l'heure. Pour le moment, il n'est pas encore là. Pour le moment, il n'est pas là. Mais vu la manière dont ce cortège est rentré, tout porte à croire qu'il va arriver d'un moment à l'autre. Voilà. Pour le moment, le président n'est pas arrivé. Ibrahim. Pour le moment, la délégation n'est pas encore rentrée. Hein? C'est là, non?
Voici que
voilà. Je pense que c'est le président du CNRD qui vient maintenant là. Voilà, l'arrivée du colonel Mamadou Doumbouya. Si j'ai la bonne information, bien. J'allais suivre la Doumbouya dans ce véhicule, donc on va rentrer maintenant. Rencontre, la naissance. L'arrivée du colonel Doumbouya. Voilà qui descend. Voilà le président du CLN qui est là maintenant. Je remarque tout le regard. Très bonne surveillance. Alors que la presse fortement mobilisée se mêle un peu, le colonel est passé là-bas. On peut bien le constater. La presse ne va pas dépasser ce niveau. Donc la rencontre se tiendra au bout de ce couloir où la presse n'aura pas accès.
All right, family. One for thank all the people that wouldn't send with the video them, and also one for acknowledge France 24 for who used them video. For let me just show about what's in the may transpire, and also report about what's in happening in the city right now. And the last video we showed just now, that the way ECOWAS come to Guinea for can get meeting with them concerning the way forward. So I want to come back to Mr. Sako for like you could tell me about the entire video where you watch. How did you feel? I mean, this is just a pattern of feeling. How you feel when you watch the entire video, and what thing that your predictions say could happen going forward?
Well, first of all, one, are they against the coup? Military coup anywhere, it is set a country backward for a long time, and thank God the coup, a kind of almost bloodless. I think if I can remember now, one young man when I am a man will resist and die. If he die, if you can correct me on that, please. So it's very, very that na decide and the who go say God thank you. And I go tell you now, anything way they in Africa, tribal business they inside, party politics they inside. Guinea, they've done volatile between the Fulas and the Madingos in politics na Guinea. Fulas get the largest population na Guinea by 3% or 4%. Okay, but the thing is, the votes in Guinea, now the other tribes them, we can join the Madingos them for votes. So now, I go look somebody, say you not for be president now, like say the person not a citizen. And me na Madinga, but we are guilty of that in Guinea. Very, very guilty of that. Uda na then, for begin the feel say, Uda supposed to be president in a country. Uda supposed to be tribe. Whose tribe supposed to be president? You know, these two, they not care if other person come. But to me, if the Madinga man let go Guinea, let block me, but that's the truth. You understand? So this rivalry day between them. Now, if God forbid, I mean Fulaman at the army, now do this, there would have been bloodbath in Guinea. Because it will be a challenge to another tribe. So it will come up and politics, it will become like Tutsis and Hutus. Now they go happen. When I see the elections the way they happen, say Ludalen, where they lead the full of them, you see every year in Alpha Conde, then they and when they stand, they go against PAM policy, they go against PAM party, this party, they Ribo party. What you they the full of the representative, the Madinga the representative, and they need to get over that if they want to let the country go before. So one way, no more way me gladly, the first way pull am, nobody not get anything against them. But this guy was nurtured by Alpha Conde. Now he go pull on France. Now they is study. Now the military they even there. But because of the tension inside Guinea between him and the opposition, we in a majority fuller, it creates waiting and called special force. 400 of them. They go bring this guy for let it train the special force, and this guy be the leader of the special force. They arrest this guy 2 months ago, the Ministry of Defense. Alpha Conde come, they pull up, they say for release him. Then this guy not get anybody with the answer to except the president. No military head. No military head. They go directly to the president, and then na in your bobo the way train, now then they guide the president. If you not see the way make the coup before it reach inside Conakry from Zerekure, they been don't arrest all military heads. Now their oaths. They do it silently, then go to the houses, then they arrest them all, put them all under arrest and ministers. So by the time they go under, they don't. I mean, it was just an easy thing just to do it. But this coup demanding in reasoning way, Guinea, every politician they give, every coup, they say pan French, they say mismanagement, the rule of law, the justice system, and the sufferings, the mismanagement of funds and corruption in the country. They give them 5 reasons, and they why in stage a coup against Alpha Conde. But could you believe today you not see the man with his eye? Now because you know say that the man na in put her under a wing. From what I understand, today them two not see. You not able to look at the eye, now the guy and the more the guy but in not see. So what do they say? Now this coup it don't happen almost bloodless. The man we lost in life, let God give him good road, but the balance is late. ECOWAS don't suspend. I think they don't suspend. Now EU they don't suspend. Guinea and ECOWAS have been don't suspended, and international community member they don't condemn the coup because na military coup. Now maybe after this, depending on waiting come on whose arrangement, if you get for give power quickly, then most likely they're not going to talk about embargo. But Lansana Alpha Conde gets a problem. The third time we come, no international body no agree with him. France no agree. United Nations no agree. Many other places they not agree with him. But it creates a referendum and do something and say the thing don't pass, then it stand. So that one day they are against them. That make them not intervene like how they do with Kaba right away. So they are at a disadvantage here.
Sorry, let me mute myself. I say, so it sounds like there's no way say then get for reinstate and back like then reinstate them. So that one don't talk about that.
Because if they reinstate them, it's saying waiting them don't condemn them for, then they you know waiting Guinea-Bissau president tell them when he been go the newly elected Guinea-Bissau president before then they overthrow him. When then two talk, now they tell them, they say, but you know say yourself na coup you do so. Where you go talk to them, that's a coup. Yeah, so that's what it is.
All right, so like Ms. Johnson, I asked you the same question. When you watch that video, what do you think, and what do you feel is the way forward at this point right now? Again, from like when Mr. Sako don't say the man forcing himself to third term, and then say tribal business immediately, the economy may hard. So, and you said you equate some similar things say with the CM that happen at Salone. So, what do you feel? So, well, I talk about Guinea now. What do you feel at this point therefore happen inside Guinea? What do you anticipate therefore happen?
Well, I'll be here because first of all, when I see the people that they take to the street, they gladly, it reminds me of when them in get that Coup na Salone, when they take over and so people they all come on the street, they gladly because they are the ones where they suffer and all that. So then they talk about say Alpha Conde, he go in third term. But they allow him for go third term. And really, to be honest, if we're not be careful, we they see signs of not a third term, but we they see signs of that like this current Sierra Leone government. I'm sorry, I they look as if I they hit as Sierra Leone government, but at least in nice way we have to be very proactive. We're not able to take something on me before we begin talking. We get for begin talking now. You see, sometimes just in case they're not aware, say the people that know everything they do not right, they know. We are slightly going to that because look, for some reason, look at election, they come. They try for Fenway. How not forget this local election next year? Because if they not get them, then that's when the time for the election. You see, these are the sort of things. And you get people then where they say, well, for go inside. You get me? People that wait to say them go able to try for go liberate, go try for help them people then. You think so then go once for make this current with Sierra Leone government, they try for change this thing. Exactly like that similar, not the exact thing that happened in Guinea, but it's something to the effect, you see, that is happening. You see, when I ain't go make, we don't want one at all, we don't want anything take over, because if they get for take over, now the government in your army they say will take over anyway, because opposition they don't get, those in your army will take over, you see. But the only thing, the normal people, the ordinary people that we poor, then they easily take to the street, you see, because this is the sort of things we then try for do. You get me? Go there, do you faster, okay. People will they say, Kuruma one third time, Kuruma one third time, Kuruma one third time. But Kuruma not ever open in mouth and say, Una give me third time, I want third time. Now, woman, no more than the woman. He no one day come out and say, I want third time on a Guinea. But Kuruma come out after in 2 times. He come out, he can't see them quietly, yet me. You see. So why they want to, but Guinea now, they allow him for go the 3rd time. So they go blame Conde, they allow him. They get parliament, they get everything that they allow him. Just like Sierra Leone parliament. We parliament themselves, they join, they sell game, they join the current government. This is what is happening. It's not this very program. I don't talk plenty time at this very program saying that with parliament that in the cause all this problem. It's as if they sell game. And we don't they talk over and over and this program. That is what is happening. You see, so the man go 3rd time, they allow him for go 3rd time. You see, and then get all the things that really happen. And if you say the man we overthrew him, you're not able to see and say, you're not able to look at, you get me? But we don't know. These things do happen because. But then again, a rumor, because you say self no day, me no day. Now waiting and they report today. Just like we say they say, be you not able to face an escoma because an escoma do a plenty good. You see, so when you look at anything, you get me. You see, things and they see. So let me just say no more. Let me tell your own government, let them stop whatever they try for do. I'm predicting something here now. You understand it? If President Bio in government, if they attempt not forget election in 2024. Una mark me word. Na they the whatever cascas go for them. It's not that I know anything. I don't know nothing. But people people just want let people just do things properly. Then pull BO, the BO can win democratically. So make it allow the process for go. In any constitution, you get me? You cannot go and change it. If constitution we don't put date say election, they get certain times. You know they go and chop and change. You get me? For let deprive other people then for good it. Simply because you want to be there. You see? Do the right thing. Let people then go and vote for it.
Though, I just want to make small correction and yeah, because you have to put the fact out. First, the election supposed to be in 2023, not 2024. Now I'm going to make them 5 years. But what will happen is that the state, if you go to 2024, that's because of one reason. The Ebola, the parliament which involve the APC, SAPP, and all the other minister and parliamentarians and vote for the states and the president a state of emergency for 1 year. Now people are going to argue, say, do the Ebola term, they may get the same thing to President Kuruma, that make an extend that 3 months beyond in time. So then go to so when that make the 2024 talk now say, well, wait a minute, get that 3 months because of Ebola state of emergency and parliament legally vote for the president. It's up to enough for let talk say, well, myself I may get 1 year. Then say the fees that on that same ground and say one push out to 2024. So I mean 2024 instead of 2023. So go ahead.
Not sure.
Finish up now. Yeah. Well,
see, just because an Escoma say will give me 1 time. Get me? You know, when people they fail for look at constitutional matters, you get me? Just because somebody been do one thing, he do and they get away with them. No mean say you say you do one. Now because people then allow you for get away with them. If people then protest, then they say no, it shouldn't. You understand? It shouldn't. Why you want 1 year? You can't compare President Nkrumah in Ebola with you. How many people die in Salone? When you consider how many people die in President Nkrumah in government where Ebola come, everybody see him. The whole world they go hell. You get me? How many people die? People die now. You cannot. If you want, look. Let's compare like and like terms, not like and unlike terms. In this situation, it's like and unlike terms because too many people know that people then die, but not as much as how they die in Nkrumah in government where he above everything. Mind you, Nkrumah in government was doing well. If they do well in 4 years, Ebola just can't wipe everything out. You see, but this government. You understand? What are they doing? You see, people just they cry. People just they this. People just the that. I'm sorry, you understand? There is no justification for let election go till 2024. There is no
2 minutes. Like Mr. Tako, 2 minutes before they go. Listen to let's say go rebuttal them before I open the phone lines them so that we ask because so we get the call them in. So Mr. Sako, hey, Mr. Johnson, and you don't take about voting. Guinea, and you don't take about the 2020-2024 election. So what now you don't take?
Well,
2 or 3
you
minutes.
know, I mean, we get parliament. Kaba, way been there, get them go to parliament because of all the coup business we happen, getting extension. The parliament, now then they represent every Sierra Leonean. Anybody speak, when they vote, them put them vote, them pass them, that means na me and you. Whether we like it or not, then that means it is democratic. They went by the law. Nkrumah, when he been there for let the extend them, he went by the law. If anybody been challenger at that time for Pulam, then you don't commit treason because you know impose himself now the mandate then get him for let it extend whether not by 1 day, whether not by 2 days. If they've deemed it, I know say plenty people and all die, plenty people and die at the Ebola thing than this, but it's not how many people die that is very important. But when it comes to the economy, it's when they talk about the length of time that businesses were disrupted, just like the United States 18 months ago, in 19 months now, businesses are disrupted. Up till now, they don't go to their fullest capacity. When Trump did they will be the worst economic unemployment in the history of the United States. Now it happened. So, but then get money, then they print and then give. Now, enough say let it extend the time. It is inside the book. But we young country, and especially African countries, we they go to parliament to go begin us, but nobody not go dream for do that now. But it not means if they're not doing by Nkrumah do Bio do it is wrong. If Bio do just like how by Nkrumah do I go beg for differ with Ms. Cole for say Bio na third time they look for. Me not see any indication in President Bio for say President Bio they look for or if they cook the books for let it get a third term. I not see any indication whatsoever except maybe Ms. Kadi get some information we me not get or a look at things in a way where England feel say this man and a third term he want go, which is very dangerous now in country at this particular time. Whether Nabio or anybody else will go attempt for third term, it is very, very dangerous to do that. And so, but me not go say Bio want go third term. I will not say that.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah.
Make a come in quickly. Make a correct you first of all. I'm not mention say how Bio go third term when you know do second term yet. You see,
well,
so forget about it. Let me finish. I'm not mention. I mentioned second. I mentioned Alpha Conde and Nkrumah. People say he want go third term. Nkrumah not ever say he want go third term. Alpha Conde go third term, and then people they allow him for go third term. You understand? So he don't go third term. They allow him. You get me? He do one. So we don't country, and that's not one they say. Now people they rumor no more. But when in second term done, he come out. He go sit down. You see. What I try for tell you now is, you see,
but in vice presidency,
that's a matter. You are playing with smart people there. You deal with smart people there. We are members of the public, not of you. Members of the public, they're smart and they listen to you. You get me? Eh? If Bio, the signs are all there that they want to extend this election for no justifiable reason. Yeah, but America said when are they people then die, they get the election. They get the election. Don't tell me it's because it's America, they get money.
That's what I the first thing that they want to make sure is school. I say I then get it. But we own president, they don't do it. They don't ever do it.
No, they get the election. No, listen, they get the election, but I never said you want to go third term. I say they want to extend this first election for make it go to 2024. It's not going to happen because if it happen, I don't know anything. Just like I said, I don't know nothing. But my own common sense. They look how Africa they involve, how Africa they go. You understand it? Mind you, the very Bio no go get mind for condemn what happen na Guinea because instead of do one. You get me? So you not condemn them, you see. So that happened, you get me? So why would they want extend and say go to 2024? Why? You understand? The constitution book say now that telling me they do one. You get me? If you don't go take already 1 year state of emergency. Okay, 1 year state of emergency, then do all kinds of things. Not so they say go strength in the wings. Now there is strength in wings and do all kinds of things at the country way the parliament will be blamed. Because when they give you that 1 year, they say get me. Therefore, because challenge you back in the court, you understand? Eh? First of all, when they allow you for wait a minute.
Who has the power? Not to the power, not to PCS.
No, listen. You say wait.
I mean, just finish it out, Mr. Sako. Because I get phone call. I'll be the caller. So, Ms. Kari, finish it out, Mr. Sako. Everybody could have been the caller in. So go ahead and finish it out. Quick 1 more minute.
Because you say that Bio want do this, Bio want do this, but you say do acknowledge say we have a parliamentarian system of government where the legislative body are represented from each constituencies, meaning representing each and every Sierra Leonean in parliament. Whatever they say, what vote they cast means they are speaking for me and you. So if instead of you blame Bio for say now this, then the parliament, APC and SLPP now then get a mandate.
I am not blaming you. That's the mandate. No, you are trying to portray me here as if I am against Bio. That is exactly what you're doing.
Oh my God, no, not at all. I'm not portraying you as you see. I'm a Sierra Leonean too. If I see what is
what you accuse me, say Bio will go to
I want the public to get another opinion.
Wait. The mere fact that you say me say Bio and go to Tandana one. Then with this last comment where you make that two, you understand? I am not against Bio. I am not criticizing Bio.
Well,
I am saying that. Bio government, okay. Bio government. Listen, Bio government, you understand? It could be wrong.
All right, let's go.
Now, for let me MP the no now say, with the talk and for let me MP the no now say, all my eye don't open. Now everybody is being educated now about their work. We MP them probably they're not too know what they do their work, you understand it? And the country now is that cell game day. Because this particular government, you see, look like when they go give parliament chief them motoka, the people they not get food for it. Give parliament chief motoka for what?
Will they come to that? We'll come to that during the course of the program. Make not get it right now. So
because the parliament chief they influence the election. Then they influence the election. So by giving them control, they influence them for them.
We'll get to that, Ms. Johnson. Make we calm down now. We cannot say we don't talk for 1 hour. Make I bring the caller them in. I bring 3 callers in right now. Then we go whatever they say. Then we go come back and pick up from Mutine, ask we or whatever. Shouldn't come with. I mean, we get a long way for go. We get for. This is our own job tonight for you family and what they need for no. So we just start. So good evening, caller. What name outside the call from, please?
You are the bring me
Good evening, caller. What name outside the call from?
My name is Mohammed. I call from California. How are you today?
Yeah, Mr. Mohammed. What are your take on this program tonight? 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, me contribution to the program. First of all, I'll correct Madam Cole Ahmed. We Mohammed, Mrs. Cole talk, we go for the correct and small. Because Mrs. Cole, you say Mr. Lansana Sakoli attack you like say you did against the president. Yes, because the kind of way they talk, but it strike me like say you are personally the attack Madabio. Okay. One, you say the rumor will be they go around for say and as by Poma one go 3 times. That's not a rumor. Okay? Because if the vice president don't come out plain, he don't talk say now the reason make the shakam because of the presidency he want go 3 times. I don't think that's a rumor. That's not a rumor. That's a plain fact. That's not one. Number 2, you talk say Madam Cole talk say if Madabio win the election second term, the people then go Ghana against her for pull and that means in a force it force himself to the people there. When you don't win election, you don't win them. Where the electoral commission and all talk say, at this point you don't win them. You are a democratic winner. Nobody not to go force yourself for say commodity because now rogue the election. No. If not for that day, and it's by Kroma and matter for below root and commodity because the second win where you win, matter for longer the whole right folks say now rogue the rogue. But because of now people then vote them inside the second win, now make matter not talk nothing, it can't sit on suffer. Number 4. And last statement what he say, you see that development will not elect our country. Now, Madam Cole talk say, Madabio they go give the chiefs the motorcar and people they die with hungry. You don't know say the chief they went and then district then deserve for get motorcar just like the parliamentarian or the minister then get motorcar. You don't know say that the same work they do just because of them parliament and chieftaincy them. You see, long they left for the call the right thing and wrong thing. Then number 4, Sierra Leone has then left for take another people their own problems now their own country and compare with your own problem where they go now with your own country. We and Guineans them that the problem we happen in Guinea with your own problem where they go on a Salone are 2 different things. Madam Kolawale, you understand this, okay? Now because you did American it's now this kind of thing they all know they tell the truth to people them they give them incisive words them now you can confuse the people they under. Okay? The thing what happen in Guinea and the thing where they go on Sierra Leone is the 2 different things. Okay? You know they compare somebody where don't go impose himself to in people them for 3 times, okay? And things and trying up in people them and you know they talk true to in people them, then you say that the same thing that they happen inside Salone. Look, Madabio don't go kill people then na Usai Makeni, look, you don't go kill people then na Panemba Road. You see, you cannot compare those things. You know they compare, okay? You know they compare all for the talk this year. Then think they confuse the people when they back home and what would they now because they not force world they would they say they can't see that they confuse them brain because they feel so they are the first world country and it's all common or motto talk that's not the truth. Even America now what they are so position and then people the way they do rare get work for let them get money. And what if we say Salone are the best country, not say Salone are the best country. They must get people that they do position work when they don't work down and they when they say that they then go leave. American people they now they do regular work for let them leave. Even at the first world country, so now they tell with people then the truth, Madam Cole. Please, no, they talk because they on one side. No, they say the truth. I mean, on contribution that day.
Okay. Good evening, we get your call. Good evening, caller. Any more to the call from? We take 2 callers then on the right hand then please the comment and so I will come back to another. We'll answer to the. Good evening, caller. Any more to the call from, please?
Yes. Good evening, Mr. CEO. This now Bendu they call from Kansas City.
Yeah, Auntie Bendu. Good evening. What now you taking this topic tonight, ma'am?
It's rather unfortunate. The people of Sierra Leone, we as the people, we not get the land follow we get Salone in interest at heart. We still they do party politics. When they don't make them so difficult for you we move, come out we be. 60 years of bad governance, 60 years of party politics, red versus green. Greed coupled up with corruption. Now don't fuel the country. The politicians, then to me just feel say they look like a vulture, where then they prey on the citizens. Where the last caller, I know they're attacking personality, but where the last caller they say, no, we not compare waiting they go on Guinea versus waiting they go on na Salone. Waiting they go on na Guinea, na bad governance, it's not different from waiting they go on na Salone. As far as me concerned, if Mother Biobin don't come inside power, when everybody will vote for them, including the one that will not vote for them. Nadande they will sit down and they wait say it will happen. Let it pull all man in like a one pot. It bring all man in. Forget but would we get position yanda, would we not get a position yeah. It pull all man in and put people in strategically whose side and deserve for day we go better the country. I don't feel say anybody before be angered. Within Madam Cole they say she's absolutely right. If you see the cartoon the way they can make APC versus SLPP, where SLPP come, now then they eat the fast bone, the fast beef and everything. The APC person Sidom, it gets a very small plate with nothing for them. I mean, would I not go be angered? This is how the country has been moving for the past 60 years. So how we go before? Waiting don't happen in Guinea. Now, similarly, so waiting they happen at Salone. So now we admit to some of them things there. Now we admit for say we get a problem until we all sit down and think but Salone as one place. When Thomas Sankara comes, what did he do? He put all men inside. He said, well, now we build this country. Mother Bio do that? No. Look with educational system, look with healthcare system, look with social services system. These are the age of enlightenment. So not in a way anybody go do where you go feel say 2-3 years, no. It's all out there in the media. So if people they know they're gonna be angered. So what do Madam Cole they talk say you know I not gonna wish for they work in a salon. I'm not been in a salon where they work for them, but it affects we all, whether you're not APC, whether you're not SLPP. So now we begin address some of them things there where they affect the country. Maybe we go begin understand what we need for hope. Because what do they do? So not they fix Salone, they fix Salone. What in all matter you don't do so, they fix Salone. Chief Minister get farm. That farm they go fix Salone. The President get farm. That farm they go fix Salone. Let them because we don't collectively and say, you know what thing? Musa is just they go now the best places. So we get all the one that we get sent for agriculture and let we go farm for Salone. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Atibeno. Now get one more caller, then I will bring me panelists and come in, let them give their own take on what you don't say. So I'll bring one more caller. And good evening, caller. What name was the call from, please?
Okay, this is largely call from.
Yeah, like if you could speak up for with small. I think the system they pick you loud, but we're not there too much. If you be able to speak up for with small, that will help, all right? Go ahead, sir, 3 minutes.
This is largely call from Canada, all the way inside Edmonton.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Alaji, go ahead.
Yeah. Now, two things I will mention here. Based on waiting the lady talk, concerning Aneskoma in third term, where did they allege say Aneskoma say in one go third term? You understand? First of all, you get certain people when not then at the ground for let them do them primary investigation, especially like some people in the diaspora. You understand? I want to let them know say them voice, they go long. You understand? Most of them do not they na the ground, they need to do primary investigation, then they claim say Anes al one go third term. Now black lie than they. You understand? Now people and be they force them, people and be they push them. But you know ever do them. You understand? If that second to last caller they say the vice president, because of inauguri, for let Anes go third term, now that make a grab go talk say Aneskoma now because of third term make this that in get problem. But why now one party bad politician enforce na the country? You don't know say this person and so they not honest, right? Why this BNTM? You see the same person they come up back where I don't know say you not bad person. If they go back, they go meet them, they go tell I'm sorry for make peace with them. If that man they get any proof for sure say an Escoma be one go third term. And for don't make let the public know. Now the same one they corrupt Salone. And for Lekki country, na part of faith. Now this selfish business now for left. You understand? Look now, invoice don't go far. But something we not to true. Just because of in one power. You understand? Yeah? Then now we look at the way the trend how the country they now. Right? If people and they suffer, okay, let them suffer. If they compare within waiting they happen at Guinea and Salone, waiting they happen at Salone, we're worst right now past Guinea. Check from the Terramada beyond kind of power. How much life that we don't lose? You understand, at Salone? And you as a leader, you understand, when are you they head this country? If you then begin kill some side, like for example, waiting happen at Pademba Road. If you then begin kill it, you understand? Straight away you for don't grab an act. But that killing they happen. President Bio not come and say anything. So who do you expect say them go ask? Now he as the leader, okay, killing they happen. McKinney, you understand? Imagine that I believe the people and the way they see the video, we know they can walk. They see soldier man, they shoot to kill. And people and the way we don't they doing the war, we don't see. No now same thing similar. Waiting be happen at the war. Where they see that they see people motorman so they watch them. 1-to-1 they fire. They see soldier man they fire like saying a war they go fight. You understand? You not call for now any country where peace day. You understand? Let we land for talk it through now. Yeah. Right now, like social media, they have any part of the world. I don't believe say that caller for day that second to last caller for day. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Alaji, because you know, so the time for that tight 2 minutes. So, Ms. Kadi Johnson, at the start with you because I know that you first and come after. I give you 3 minutes for let you go summarize what's in the caller and say and give your opinion.
Yes, Mr. Mohammed, thank you so much. Yeah, I respect your views. But like correct people always you say. First of all, Lasana no, I not say Lasana attack me. Lasana no attack me. I say, but it portray me as safe at the against you. For portray me and attack na two different things. You know, attack me. You understand? It just portray the way we sentence that one. Then secondly, when I talk say an Escoma, it was rumored for third time, but instead of not open more talk and one day say I want third time, and when he lost election, it come out. And then you say, first of all, you say, let them they tell me true. In fact, I am the one sitting here telling you the truth now and telling Sierra Leoneans the truth. You understand? Because that is what I believe in. You get me? You say because your vice president says talk him. Why you not think to say that vice president go don't talk out of spite? Is it not the same vice president like Alaji say, don't go meet President Kurumak, don't pay him? Is it not the same vice president where today you not able to prove what he say? Is it not the same vice president where they bring all kind of excuses? Get me? You see? So as far as we are concerned, waiting that vice president we talk about an Escoma in third time. Some of us believed at the time, you understand it? But the way they conduct in affairs now, you understand it? Don't exonerate an Escoma completely for say an Escoma not be ever tell and 70 for third time, you see? Because somebody will say, you know, agree you and that person they chakra. Why they go near that person they self now for power? You get me? You see? So that is one. I not be intent for talk about the vice president, but when you bring and come, I decide for tell you say, in effect, now you wrong. Let me correct you now. You understand? Okay? Not out of disrespect, with respect. Okay? Then you talk against say, we'll talk about parliament. And you talk against say when Mother Bio, if Mother Bio go win the second time, would I go say wrong? Like correct you again. I'm not telling you say Mother they go election second time, then I say wrong. I said Mother Bio in government, you understand? Okay, Mother Bio, because yes, nine are the leader. Still they say Mother Bio in government anyway. You get me? I say Mother Bio, the way things are going, it's so the evidence they show, they point to the direction of them wanting to postpone local council election. You understand? You see, so it cannot do that. I said that would be very, very unjustifiable for make it do. I'm not telling you say if Mother Bio go win second time, then go say that rogue. No. But if he do this one, so he go move that election, local council election, it will only move that council election with a view to extending the election. That is what they are doing. They try to do it in several other ways, it don't work. You see, so they always look for slight some way, which is why some of us should talk. You understand? And another thing, we're talking about then chief. You cannot tell me about Chief Jensen's result. I come out na chief side. I did it all the time. I did see. I did go upline all the time. You understand? So I know how chief that they operate. I know how chief that they work. Don't think because you're really Johnson Cole, I don't know nothing but then chief them. Yeah, that's how you will be surprised. You see, I know a lot. You get me? All I'm saying is, if people then they don't get it for it, people then they suffer, then they struggle. You get me? Why they go give chief them? They can keep them. They not for buy the shift them so that when they therefore go talk to them, then go able because them then get votes in a parliament, so they can able get the shift them for vote for them, for persuade people for them vote for them, so that they go able cancel this local election, postpone them or postpone whatever. This is it. That's the fact. I wonder how people like you cannot see it one. I don't know why. Okay, then you talk say but this parliament, you get me? Obviously. Now you want to no Mohammed, but everybody do say parliament, you see. People then, you see, so long as the president get it for do in game, you understand it, or the party then get it for do the game where they in power, you understand it, then go get with the one. This is where I'm saying that it is wrong. If an escoma don't come or you don't come inside. All they say that you for stop them, for change them. That make people then vote for you. People not vote for let you come back, you go begin encourage the same things where people not want it on for many years at the country. Then make a correct you now say, you say people the way they are the diaspora because are they America. First of all, I'm not in America, are they UK. Then because they just sit on here, all things fine for them. Well, let me tell you now. Now when Corona come and I go Salone, I go to Salone 2-3 times a year, sometimes 4 times a year. You see, not to boast that they boast about a fact. They know that. Beyond all know that they go Salone fast, so I know about Salone. Later, you know, yeah. So whatever they say, you understand it? They say because to say that the truth at the talk. You see, not because I decide nobody. That is what I have to say for now.
All right, thank you very much. That brings Mr. Sako. Mr. Sako, we get 3 callers then, and they don't give them your own opinion, waiting at your own analysis and take on the calls there.
One, I mean, I see just frustration and in the calls with Miss Cole, but that's what it is. You know, we all are so in the media. Not to everybody they like what we say. Whether we're correct, Nadamic with criticism go just scam. So I don't know if Miss Cole don't think that the media so now for just beer and so coming. And I like the way you respond. You're very calm and cool and respectful to the callers. The way we come with them issues we then get. Well, always to me they say, my dear brother. Now I did just come to one thing where Miss Cole say, because and that is say because an escromano tokam means say you know. Be 1/3 term. But law say an escromano tokam, so you not get 3rd term. But if it walks like a dog, it quacks like a dog, it is a dog. Why I say that? An escroma in young party people and they fight him right now for let it come out as chairman. Meaning the man is power conscious, in my opinion. They don't hold on to the chairmanship of the APC. They don't be a president for 2 terms. He is very much respected and loved by his party and many people. If I don't retire as an elder statesman, just like Shaka Stephen, just like what's his name, Tijan Kaba, and others, and relax, then he do the international work where they do, wherein they go they call him Kanaya. That alone itself, it boost the image of the country. Forget an elder, but if the man is involved in party politics still, even though in an elder statesman, the United Nations go need them, ECOWAS go need them, other places go need them in advance, just like way Kababin they go all around the world after we come out. To me, it go suggest say there is truth to that for say this man not one left power because today then the FETAM is still not agree for give or relinquish, but just because people then they tell you say you for stay doesn't mean you should stay. You they call the shots when things sweet nine you for come out. You know the way to a bitter you come out. People are not going to remember you. So I go disagree with Miss Kadi on that side, and me one believe 100% say that man, the man will elect power, no one relinquish power because they don't form another. Now because of in own issue, na in one dissing, na in don't divide APC because of Aneskroma in issue in power consciousness. Na in don't divide APC till you don't get the NRM. A party within a party take the party, the parent party, na court. And that is because of the actions of Anes by Kroma. The people are frustrated, they're tired, they've done everything. But the guys with the name at the top, Yansane and others, once they don't tell you, say, now we the day naya, you win at the school, but we come out Frabe College, you said they try for let you help your country. They don't give you the way. It has to revolve around them. And this is what we need for Stop Now Africa. Let's call the spade and give the young guys to come in with fresh ideas. We don't come. You go call this not a 78-year-old man, say they can operate computer for you, even by Kroma, no go sabi, but by Kroma in Peking, where born he go sabi. So meaning in go able for interact with the world more than by Kroma. So therefore, this is the time for by Kroma to leave young APC guys to bring fresh idea to APC, where go develop, where then go bring, and then we all our country, Sierra Leonean, no matter who say you day, we go benefit from them. So I want to disagree on you on that side. And the other thing again, what me go say, the caller, I know get plenty thing for say to the callers them apart from where them voice out them frustration, but I don't get anything else for say for say to those three callers.
All right. Well, make a time for being another three callers than me. Mr. Johnson, we get plenty of time. No. I want because people all on the line must be fair to them. Not bring three more. Then whatever you want to follow with Mr. Sako, we hand over to you. Starting your side, I will give it at least 4 minutes later. So I'll not get another caller. Good evening, caller. Tell him what's the call from please. Caller.
Hello?
Yeah, what name was the call from please?
Yeah, my name Lamine. I call from US.
Yeah, Mr. Lamine, what are you want to take 3 minutes, sir?
Yeah, me will take at least always they pray for our country, for make God help we leaders them. At least let them go able to govern that country they well. You know, what happen at Conakry is really unfortunate. But some people they or some of we be the student kind here. Where this man be they do. You understand, for forcing way. And these are the consequence. You see, when this thing happen, we see the way how people jubilate. Because people be done against with the man. You see, because of the way how they do things. You know, corruption, intimidation, all these kind of things they happen at that place there. The man not be the listen. Even people be there when I been good friends, they will be the advisor, but not be ever listen. Maybe just be the bulldoze. So fortunately, at least in your right hand man, able for torpedo. And we also thank God because if any other person outside that particular special forces now him be do this thing, trust me, Guinea for be don't go bad. But we thank God at least now somebody within, now somebody way in this thing be right hand man. You see, and for come to your country, you know, the difference not much. We only see the bad governance, but some of you not to a Sierra Leonean. But if you're not a true Sierra Leonean, you don't say everything they go on in that country, and all right. From the day one, you understand, we see what happen at Parliament. Up till now, waiting they go on. We see what they happen at the judiciary. For example, look like this guy, Mohamed Kamarimba. Up till now, in the whole leso. Although they say the man sick, even medical report come, you understand, still the judiciary, when are the judges, they're not able to give that man and freedom, at least for go attend to medical. You see? So all NTI is bad. Look what happened South Africa, Zuma. Zuma there in prison. Zuma is sick. So because of the sickness, you understand, they release him. Now the man they take a medical treatment. Now in house. You see? Well, look what thing they happen at Sierra Leone where that guy they hold him. What you somebody go talk? Yeah, like me, if the man do bad, of course, yeah, let the law take control. You understand? Because I not go support anybody. You understand? For doing kind of thing they to me picking. But let there be a justice. Let there be justice. You see, the intimidation is really too much in that country there. So if we go for anything, you understand, like what happen again, at least me, I not go surprise you. I live for let them whosoever work up. I live for bring unity in that country. But trust me, what thing they happen, it's really bad. It's really bad. Tribalism, regionalism, nepotism, all these things, we see them. So now don't know what we get.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's get the next caller in. Good evening, caller. What name you say the call from? Thank you very much, sir. Let's get the next caller in. Good evening, caller. What name you say the call from?
Hello?
Yes, what name you say the call from?
My name is Abdurrahman from Virginia.
Yeah, they said to say listen for the turn and down and the echo. Turn the sets down small, it will help you out, okay?
Okay. What to me they say to all Sierra Leoneans then right now is not that all Sierra Leoneans the way they yearn for there which happen at Guinea, let happen at Sierra Leone. I not consider them as patriotic people then. Because like a miss way they talk to you, I know waiting I go through Salone by the war. Because bad governance, whether they talk about and all them things it better pass war. I tell anybody than they. Because we war come in a country, my man, nobody know the way know they suffer the consequences. But some people they sit under on a diaspora, they pray God for waiting happen at Guinea, let happen na Salone. Yeah, we all know see bad governance they na Salone, whether na APC, SLPP. But for the people that they think of say the thing we happen at Guinea, if we happen na Salone, to God, my man, them people that they know to patriotic people there. I not consider them as patriotic people that Sierra Leoneans them. Yeah. Because me know they go between SLPP or APC because they all not the same. So me know they broke me head to that. But anybody with they na diaspora or any other side where they pray God for let bad things happen in another country they like before which be the war we don't experience before. To God, that was the I don't know who side be there, the same way that war be there. I don't think it be there na Salone. I know who side come out here na America ya. I tell you. So me to Sierra Leoneans them all you want the way that the social media the yarn say what happen at Guinea for happen at Salone because of bad governance. I swear to God I not expect them people then they. To God. Me na my own contribution than no more.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll get one more call. Then I will bring the panelists in. Good evening, caller. What name you say the call from, please?
Constance from Australia.
Well, Mr. Constance, what are you take on this program tonight, sir? 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much. One thing we Sierra Leoneans for remember, the Guinea military is totally different from the Sierra Leone military. No matter how you look at them. And when you look at, again, the conduct of the Guinean is totally different from the conduct of the Sierra Leonean in terms of respect for elders. The Guineans, they get very high respect for elders. Even though they do the coup, you see how Condé was treated. Come what may, they get a bit of respect, wherein no rough and that much, no seen on social media, it's dumb. The other military man, they ask if they don't torture him, the other guy, they ask and say, stop, not ask that question there. So when you look at the two countries, it's totally different. Guinea is a country where get one of the best army when you look at and inside that three countries a day. If you look at a country where two wars they don't surround and neighbor and borders them, Guinea and Liberia, one of the most fierce wars them in the history of West Africa. One not enter that country, don't tell you say the military with your military, totally different. Sierra Leone totally different because we don't go through war, don't go through coup and counter coups. So we're totally different, no matter how you look at them. We are totally different countries. Now we can answer the woman waiting at the say the former president not be announced say they go for a third term. But let me remind that, what about the announcement where the former president will make on BBC when they run the election, the run up, where he say in 3 months' time, in the relinquished power, he will step down as a chairman for the party. When are your words? Why you not step down? 3 months. From that time to now, how many years? Then they not talk, yes, he go get a pass. What about the way he say in 3 months' time, in the relinquished power for head the party? And all this trouble inside the APC party, the more and the former president, with due respect, continue for hold on to that power, the more this party go there in danger, and the chances of winning an election becoming slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. Because Pole, you see this woman where they Pole come out against the president in that kind of way. We no APC person, ever they imagine say go come after an Eskuruma and severe blinding. Now make something that left something left you in life, in politics. No way problem come before, and now any kind of way do we left power. That indignity way for the get way people left 3 months and maybe don't announce after that run off. It totally go be different if you left now the power. Now the party is heavily divided because you don't hold on to that power. And as long as you hold on to that power, you're an active politician. Now you make all the killing them way happen in the country. Why make you feel and Eskuruma not get involved for make any statement? Because you know, so when you make a statement, you don't become an active politician. And any statement where you make something happen, you're warrant to arrest. Another one day. So for the APC get a chance for win an election, the earlier it left that leadership, made the party sort themselves out, the better it will be for the future of the party and come election. But if you continue for hold on to that thing, more division will happen inside the party. Alpha Conde for the facts, they mean the double standard of the ECOWAS that they blame them, then a double standard. The man don't run for 2 times, he don't done the 3rd time. Why not left his action on and we run for the 3rd time? Now when they don't go against them, I mean, now they say the guy enough for they sanction the guy there.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much, sir. Ms. Johnson. I don't say don't take your notes. So 5 minutes. I'll give her time. 5 minutes for let you go. Whatever you try for say earlier, let you go see him for the messages.
You talk, yes. Last time we talk, say EDK power conscious. Okay, fine. Last time you tell me one politician will not power conscious, including the president who will get. If you're not power conscious, you don't forget 20 years for making the president. No, I just to tell you, you understand? So everybody, no, listen, everybody power conscious, we all man power conscious. You see, anybody, even when you walk safe, people want for progress in life, people want to go before. You understand? Okay, he don't go before them, but that statement to say he's very power conscious. Most politicians are very power conscious, you see. So that is what I want to say, you see. So power conscious, the people want for power conscious, you see, it's up to the people then for Pusandi. You get me, that one. And secondly, they are saying that the president is saying the president still 9 old APC to ransom. Well, I'm telling you, this is my own views. You understand? You see, I'm not in an APC knock or anything. You see, this is not your personal view how I say things. You get me? Now the APC make President Nkrumah, they say now. Because if the APC no wants and it will come out. How one person will dictate to everybody? How one person will get that power for muzzle everybody? So now the people that self now then make it in a situation where it is. So people are just looking at it and say, oh, we go. If the people that they seriously want to go, it go. But if the very people then, if just 1 or 2 people then, where they all been there with them, you understand? They even get wrong advice there, you get me? We can't, for whatever reasons, I don't know, making him look now like some person where you say, no. You mentioned Sylvia Blyden. I try not to say anything about Sylvia Blyden, you understand? But Sylvia Blyden will surprise. Nobody not surprised if Sylvia Blyden come out talk. Sylvia Blyden can talk about anybody anyway. Anybody where you do something, Sylvia Blyden get it for talk if you not agree with you. Whether you the APC, FFP or anybody, Sylvia Blyden and like Kutubu, you get me? You see? You say one thing, if you don't like it, you go talk that. But the very Sylvia Blyden, now they all be there. At one time, not to Sylvia Blyden with the praise President Nkrumah, not to him be the blow in horn, not to him be the talk after they don't make an SEO or SE whatever, you see. When he left, just before the election, not to Sylvia Blyden be the team map the talk everything, but unless not do wrong, not nothing. How can you give such somebody credibility? You get me? You see, I'm not the try for, see if you are there, I'm not the try for attack you. I just they try for respond to Lasana Sako. You see, Sylvia and the Skoma not be no wrong. Now Sylvia now they can't tell me now say and the Skoma be no wrong. Then she too should not be there. That means he see wrong there, he join. He join. So that's one of the politicians there where they above the country. You get me? If you want to talk the truth, you get me? You say the cabinet supports him, man. It supports him after I said, and that's what doing no wrong until when I don't know what happened within the circles or whatever, but we are just saying by what we see by social media. You see there. So to me, I nothing to say that of relevance to the reality, to be honest. You see. So basically, that is it. And then somebody tell me say, okay, if it's okay, I'll come out 3 months, I'll come out 3 months, I'll come out 3 months. Get me? Yes, Mr. Sefieri. When they say that, he say adjust the the election though, or come out 3 months, you understand? But then he come and make a statement, say, and they come up, but I want to make sure, say, the party they in good stead. Well, let me tell you something. A lot of people, they talk about the APC, they don't even have money to fund the APC party or election. So they are the ones keeping him there because they know he can help straighten the party up, you understand? If they're ready for pull and escroma today, they're able. If they're not able for pull and escroma, when they are weak, so let them left and mother be wait for 20 years. So in power conscious, 20 years. This not possible not power conscious. 20 years or even 21 or 22. When I know left them three so. And then they try for say, if I want to not believe safe. To me, I think so that we get a very close relationship with the mother Joseph past President Koma. You see? President Koma, yes, I get some other relationship, but when you say that rapport and everything, you see, it's more with mother. You get me? And I supported mother, but we have to talk the two. Look at we have to call it spade. We get for talk waiting at the fact, waiting at the reality. So basically, that is it. You understand? If you then you make some prejudice statement where where it's wrong. You were so discriminatory. You understand against older people. You understand? Older people they rule all over the world. So waiting stop Salone for like older person rule na Salone. You get me? What matters most is not to the age. We don't put younger people in a Salone, we don't disappoint people then. We don't get no experience on that thing. You get me? The main thing is people with integrity. When you have integrity, your age is irrelevant. You can young and old. If you get integrity, you display and you can rule. You see, you get that experience, you can rule. So not to pass somebody old. When I left for they discriminate against older people then. It's not nice. You see, so older person will experience, older person will get experience with a younger person will not get experience where they go do other things.
But don't forget, say Mr. Sarkozy for be president. To say they open it before and not be president. So now make the test when they come before they come on the road. It's a one camp.
No, but then make I tell you whether they want camp or not. You understand? Those people, younger people or not, you understand? Just because you're young, not make you a leader. People have to understand that. Just because you're young, not make you a leader. People can talk, but when you go in there, a different matter. You see how people conduct themselves. The way people they conduct themselves could make you see something in people. Then you understand. Those people who are making noises on social media, I don't know much about them, so I'm not able to make reference to any of them. But maybe just make a general statement. You understand? Say if older people that they rule na the world, waiting stops alone, an older person will get integrity. Now integrity now we not get. Integrity now we lack. When they get some people, young people that they don't come out or don't get top job then. They don't do something that will make some of we not able to support in a parliament. You understand? Because they don't do something they could see and say, this person if he reach there, na different thing because don't see something in the process of campaign. But we judge them, we don't judge, we don't say integrity is at question. You know, it's questionable, you see. So this is the sort of thing what they say. Then we just do things how we think.
All right, thank you very much. I will talk with Mr. Sarkozy, and then after you don't I'm gonna say for going about Miss Johnson and the callers then. I want to get another 2 minutes. Then you talk about the ECOWAS stand on the next set of callers then. Make it what's not you think about ECOWAS, the stand in Africa at this point. So we did. So we are listening about ECOWAS and AU. You look at the plenty young people that lost trust in the two organizations in terms of leadership. So I will highlight you them. You answer that, then we'll get to the next caller then.
That question are for me?
Yeah. I want to let you word first. Then you answer that question.
Oh,
Then we will get who begin next caller. I mean, I will be fair to
okay.
you. We cannot say you answer.
Well, first of all, I just want to say, who I agree with one of the callers. We say even they necessarily where the war take place, and in prefer the governance where they go than war. But at the same time, again, if the person where they govern na a brute, na a dictator, a the massacre and people them, then we not go agree to that. But largely I agree with them. Say we for avoid making coup at all cost. Not only we get for look at the environmental side, how waiting the external and internal effects, waiting they go on our country. We get for know waiting they go on our country with we people them. We are divided before only politically, and that political division we been there Salone, not to hatred political division be there. Now for say me dey na me own party, you dey na your own party. But at the end of the day, we they come, we play, we laugh. But you na APC, me na APC. But now we don't see it don't so volatile, it don't so bad that it don't trickle, it don't go down to tribal, ethnic, and regional division. Now we take case in point. When they cut that Peking in head, me get call from Finland. Last and I call you see what SLPP they do. That Peking then go cut that Peking in head inside Kenema. Now that Peking then call Aisha APC. Now the only influential APC Peking when at me they inside Kenema. And I believe this person. But I made sure I did my homework. I look the video, and I don't go Kenema. I look the video, the structure what I see, who side them behead the Peking, they been too beautiful. And I not left that kind of beauty there in Kenema. Kenema don't get any place like that way open that way they, all day. Because they say na Hangar Road then do, and that's not Hangar Road. So I begin get doubt. I say, make I investigate this thing. Then what happen? You have other notable guy them we come on social media. Then begin to pump this thing. Then pull her now, completely make her now, Timney, North, Mende, South. That's what they did. Everybody knows that. Up till then go beat one guy in Bien McKinney in one village where just building us. Beat and spoil part of the us. Young guy and in a SLPP council, somebody in a Madingo boy. Then beat him because the one begin the attack, say they don't go beat them, they don't go kill their sister, they don't behead their sister, whoever did it, that's that. But this is the danger where we face na Sierra Leone. So if any takeover happen, and I don't say in me audio, by anybody from the north, not to say I they make lay northerners they're afraid. This now for we all. We mama then day, we papa then day, we sisters then day. Even if we not get family day, every Sierra Leonean is your family. And no matter whose party way day, you know one lay anybody in blood spill. The tension way they below look, Tombo. This not a cool na Tombo fight. Just a social media insight by people that were passionate about the party. When they send the message, killing happen. Then send message, na Makeni, una go 11:35, 11:45. Then they come for the generator, una attack them. Jibril Bangura said it not only in Timni, he made sure he translated it in Creole to attack security forces in Makeni, that they're coming. And another notable person self making your audio for attack law enforcement. Okay, then you saw hundreds and hundreds of people, they come out, they throw stones and other things. Now we picking them go die under, we brothers and go die under, then seven people and the way die. Now with the one that will get injured, how many of these people that were inciting this violence, you know why? Because they know the condition was right because of the party differences, and they don't make this thing now region, tribe against tribe. So if any coup come out from the north, whether the person at the army there or not a civilian, not a bloodbath, because waiting go happen. That macho ego business get for come up among the tribe who then do against. In this case, Law say the South. Law just speak the truth here. And if that happens, you feel say the South and not go look again, say whether not because of Madabio in poor governance, that go come out completely in mind, all go be taken by, say, that why are they doing by Wifu because na mende man, they don't want mende then they don't want to na fitai then fitai fet come out. But people then go die. They don't broke people in houses, na places, McKinney, Bo, all side and war. Then it takes on them, then grandpa them bill am. Take today they not able to get 1 cent for put 1 block. Grass don't grow inside. Then money no dey. And not like your way they go then go give insurance you bill your house. So we have to look at all these things before we call them kind talk there, or we say anything close to that. It's very dangerous. So they play with fire. Now, as of waiting now, Black talk about my sister. He say la report my sister. My sister, he say Aneskroma. What I find amazing about Miss Kadi, they give Aneskroma a long pass. Everything about Aneskroma's intention to do third term, they dismiss her completely. They dismiss her. They not they come anywhere close or remote. Even when the evidence is presented by even members of APC party that this man is power conscious. I said that, and it is true, he's power conscious. Otherwise, if not the money for let you retire, you picking the all don't go school and don't learn, you don't have to feed them again. You can go to England and have fun and enjoy yourself and be an elder statesman. You still retire, you they run a state official and they invite you to Namibia, then they invite you to London. You could do all that and then leave this. But why do you still want to stay? You they say, na the hierarchy, na the want and they. And you know say, na Salone. Once you know they na the top, you have no power. The power where you get, they use you as a bazooka to attack for them so they can win. APC they do them, SLPP they do them. Anybody these parties are using, then with young brothers and sisters, when election come, then wait man they use ammunition for go Iraq, or then they left na Las Vegas, then send drone, let them pick in and not die. APC and SLPP, now we all picking and then the gun, now then the missile. Then they go team up in front of bullet, take stone, way bullet the company. That's what they do. So when it comes to the table now, round table, like Yansane and the top guys, but then they dictate Uda go dede and Uda no go dede. NRM then vex. They say this not they happen again. We not agree. They took them to court. They won their first case, right? Against the APC. So, but when it comes to Madabio, I know they tell you say you they make Madabio look bad. But it look like say when it comes to Madabio, you no one give Madabio any iota of fresh air for breathe at all. I mean, once the Madabio in go, even they're not bringing name, you go bring and come, you make sure say you take poto, you throw it and panafos. Yes, it's true. It's true because we they try to use this is what is happening, and you they say no. Well, the Madabio now, so you they take the poto, you throw it and panaf. Then you move forward, you defend Annex by Chroma, right? So. Lord, what we pray for? Lord, we pray say, Lord, we pray say, let we country. Lord, we not go into anything, no matter what. Not to foresee, we country being sweet. Would the APC and SLPP go make plaba during election? But believe me, we don't na they in the tap. You know, they ever hear say, na them men they then do this. Then Timini then I then do this. You know, go every Timini man they say, na Mende man nine do this. You know, go every Mende man they say, na Timini man do this. Now this tier don't come so much, and social media don't make her worse. They don't make her worse. Now, what are they blame now? Not to President Bio, they blame. We blame President Bio for well, last year you blame him because you blame him squarely for the killings na McKinney. You blame him for Tumbo. You blame him for the prison. But now, we look. The Aneskroma, if not in power, then go do this nabo. You not go able to control anybody nabo because the social media gurus don't say, go do this. Una not team up, una team up. You, Jibril Bangura say, if una on team, if you don't, I don't know how he talk herself by in language. He say, if una
I'm really want to get me. I'm
come on, something like that. You know, if una go sit down, take them go pull list in them and then take a car and go na boat, and then do that one they deliberately cause them play psychological game with the sons and daughters of McKinney. They're not talking and then say na Bo, then the Kerango. Then the other one say na Kenema. You know why? It was deliberate because Bo is the South, Bo is Mende line. So it's now psychologically Timini versus Mende. You know, see where the crowd come on and do, but let we talk true. We are sorry for the death that happened. Miss Kadi. No, we talk to now big platform. VOS na big platform this. Plenty people in the watch we. So thinking they a heart for let you say the truth. When you say it go offend the people that we are victim of it. And then picking the way that they are victims. Okay, and not they take down from them. But now we look at the police. Then police them or security forces. Then they come on at their hosts. They're married. Then get picking them. Then get maybe 8, 9, 10, 15 people away. Then they feel where they look, where rely on them. Then they go do their work for go take generator. Right? And then media don't saturate. When they go, then see hundreds of people where get stoned, where get bottle put fire the throw them. Then when they back up for run, then why they come? You tell me through you na police. If you go team up there, you know say if they catch you, then go beat you, tell them tie you pamutka, then begin draw you. It is very, very difficult for you make that split second how you go save your own life. It's very difficult. That's why in America, waiting the psychologists they say, for let policeman think for shoot and not shoot, for let saving life, you know what they say? 1 second. 9 police get. Either you save your life or you make the wrong decision. 1 second. When you are confronted with danger, you have only 1 second to make that call. You die or somebody else dies. So waiting the policeman they do, it will use for let a defending said because the law is on his side. He was doing his job. As long as they don't see weapon at your hand, right away you don't lost na court. Alek you know they near and nef no more you hold. You don't get. If in America this happen, you go see the shooting will happen. All those police officers are going to be exonerated because there is a video that you had a weapon. You were coming after him. But then don't kill people in our way not get sense. I mean, how they call them? Mentally retarded people. We not get no sense. Now, nef it get my hand. And far distance, all they said, drop the weapon. Drop the weapon. And not drop them. Then shoot them. You understand?
Okay,
you know they say fine as
let me talk a lot Miss Cadillac because the
sorry.
Yes, let me talk that Miss Cadillac, I'll give a 3 minutes to go ahead and tell me the color they mean. Can I say the whole and longer the line? Go ahead.
Yes, that's an answer. The first point is that they dismiss anything but an exclamation about this third time at the dismiss them. Well, I'm sorry to say that you are wrong. I'm not dismissing. I respond to your statements where you say an excuroma 1/3 time. Me tell you say people in room around about in of himself not open in mouth ever say a 1/3 time we know you. That is what I said. You get me? And I stick to that. You not ever say that. You say in Vice President talk. I say when the very Vice President talk are not able to pull evidence, they don't go back, go big. You get me? I say so how you want to talk like that serious? I tell you that, okay? So Lord just clarify them. And then you talk say anything must be you. Me they blame you for McKinney killings. Poto say if I go to it. Well, I tell you something. Do you are not hide that and make it clear, you understand it, not yet clear for say, do you not show any sign of compassion? Because I make it clear, the people that we there in McKinney, Lunside, Padembaru, you get plenty innocent people that they will not to part of any crime and criminality. You understand it? They're not being joined by Nazi. You get innocent people there because I be McKinney packing gun good. People that they sell their markets there, bullet, go kill them. So man, now they oath. then you not think to say BO obligation, you get duty, BO was duty bound to the country for make a statement and sympathize with those innocent killings, and at the same time he talk about the people that way, now the criminals as well. But BO only lay emphasis on criminality. He not lay emphasis on the poor people that we die, we not get nothing to do with terrorism and criminality or whatever. Then in West, they ride by, they laugh, then the West they tell and say, we cannot, it's a big guy, we cannot, right?
Wait, Mr. Kadi, done with this. I want to come back on Mr. Kadi, please.
No,
go ahead.
Me una all in a group. Me una all Dennis, the all in a Dennis Sandy or where they go. Side with the all in a group na TPM. We don't discuss it over and make it clear. You get me? We are not. We don't ever. Listen, we don't ever condone. Me, I not ever condone violence or crime. I'm not ever condoning it. But for them, I say, what but BO at least for become and make some consoling statement to the families of the people that were innocent. We not know nothing but we then call go down at the markets. Those are the people we need talk for. What they talk for? People that will go commit crime, let the Lord deal with them. But BO they refuse to say that. You understand? This is what if you last time you did at the Western world, anything happen at the Western world, then they issue a sympathetic statement first. Then after that they condemn. You see, but we own head of state not fail to say if we do that. You get me? Which was wrong. You get me? And then you see, so which is what I said. It gets some responsibility. It owe a duty for show empathy to the innocent people that we die. We refuse. When you tell me to, you say they pan people them, they not go vex. Then you talk say hierarchy. I never mentioned the word hierarchy. Neither I not say people that we did at the top now they want an escoma. I never said that. You get me? I say APC people. They want an escoma. So because they don't want them, how they go see one great man dominates them? He did it. Not because they want them, now he make it. Now so I say, you understand? Make I tell you by the way, before the election, I issued a few audios where necessarily advise an escoma say, an escoma after this election, just go retire and enjoy. I made the audios and they for telling me a process very objective. Then the other way one talk, you talk about say if Coup come out na the north. Why they make na the north you say Coup they come out? Why Coup not go come out na the south? Why Coup not go come out na the east? Pastor they say if any Coup come out na the north. Why you say that? Other people then na the other where they talk. Then Lima there, then Austin Johnny there, then different other people are not able to remember their name. They all they make comments. You understand it? Why don't you just say if who come out any sign of no, but when you say not the north, when you say not the north, we will take up north. You can't say the north because you label the north now saying that then they create Coup. You see, just say if Coup come out in any part of the country, then you're specific, then you're okay. But when you say specific, then you target the north, then say that they do Coup. You understand it? But even the first Coup when they come out, where they overthrow, you see, he come on the other side then. You get me? So let me left this thing a lot just talk straight up because social media now they make good name, now they do put a well name. You see, so that make it fine for a lot of talk things out here. So when we talk out here, people then go able to understand. You get me? And I tell you once again, I want you one more minute.
So it's good. Give one more minute because we only got like 10 minutes left.
No, wait. When I be there, in the alley, remember that alley days where I be before I go away first na VOS, I be there talk about BO all the time. I dey praise BO, I dey attack BO. Why you not say that? So now we are the same thing. Say BO they doing all right now. You don't take offense for that. What about the many times where I be even defend BO, Fatima BO? You understand it? What about those times? Wait a minute. Now the very VOSL, I defend them. I say everything. You see. Now the first thing is you see at the come out play the talk for Anes openly like that. Mostly at the BO inside Abidede, not to Anes Koma, you see. But that tells you that Now, objective or objective, I see things how it be, we call it that way. Not to because I decide anybody.
2 minutes because
Let us
2 minutes. Give 2 minutes. I've been recording them now. 2 minutes.
Now, Miss Cook, Miss Kadi, Miss Cole, when you talk about the North, that hypothetical now agree. I say the reason why I make a Gida analysis, now the psychological state of the political condition now we country how it day. And you hear me when I talk now Guinea back, not today I sit down. I say if Fulaman be make that overthrow because now Madinga man sit down there, if I don't be bloodbath. But the boy will make the overthrow. A Madinga pass Alpha Conde in Mamana Soso. This guy Mamana Madinga and Papana Madinga. That make so waiting me in the try. I know they try for label the not for say then na coup mongers or this. I start to lie. No way. All I was trying to say, the situation where we did right now, the political tension, it was going to be really bad. Now. The other thing again, where Miss Cole say, I forget, you don't make her number. Because you don't make her number, let me to me, brother, I go school with. Let them not feel see. Me best friends, they're all now Limbade. Me best friends, there. We houses them now Limbade, rent a go, and then we grow together. So then they Germany, you know? So I always make fun of one of the way they call food. And also be say food. He say, last time I hoot the heart. So it must be safe food. So now that I know say that na the limba themselves the young issue and the like when the mende mange usai R they put L, usai L they put R. So I'm very close to me not to discriminate against anybody. Then the other one where you talk about McKinney, you say the McKinney issue. Now let me ask you this question about the McKinney issue. By Kroma Bindidi, by Kroma no for say. These audios are going on inside in country. These people are worshiping him because they blame Madabio. But by Kroma, now being part of the government, now a elder statesman, he can still able for intervene for stop anything. Now, all these videos they go, then get the exact time when security they come. Then guide them, they not to witch them, not to jinamori them, but somebody tell them. And then me no say President Bio. If they get any dangerous audio, just like how Aneskroma they get up. These guys have people that send them these things. That's their job. Okay? I'm sure Iyeri say, them people are they come. Today not the place. Why you not just pull message, you say, listen, this is not government property. We will not do this. Don't even try it. Send somebody pass it. No, not there. Believe me, those people will not come out. No, we pull that one day. Now in us, where ACC they come. Sokobana goes surrounding house. Everybody goes surrounding house. And me, before ever the police IG them in team they leak, I swear to God and this is school. And I can't even do happen. So what time the thing? I say maybe we'll go for Donna Serrelio. I say if anybody die in front of Baikroma in us, not to one, not to two, then go die in 50s and 100s. If things go wrong. When I see on television and they see people and park there, I say, what if them police here then force a power pass them go inside and force them and what would happen? He saw that. Why didn't he tell them? Then get government security. And Eskroma has that. Those people, they don't even need them. They respect the man so much. All you need for listen, government they do in work, not to arrest them, come for car arrest me, then just come for can talk to me. Do ya una go, una thank you very much for all the support to una give me. Everything. Not enough for happen yonder. But what when I read the IFG in audio in and Kelfala, when na them make the decision, say, if we go yonder, we force for go yonder, na death na ain't go happen there. So long we left them. Because they even game, they say, okay, well, why you no go can na office na ya, lo we do this. Even that was not going well. And then see say the situation, the environment, very, very dangerous for the security forces and dangerous for the citizens the way within I host. But Aneskroma knew this. Why didn't Aneskroma stop this? If them in die now, you know what's going to happen? APC go wear uniform, then go on the funeral with APC flag, APC uniform. That means SLPP for don't do the same thing. If not being SLPP, then at the opposition are from other than they go. Then self could have done the same thing. where Ernest Krumah do something. Then when they go in away then die, then take SLPP flag, then put up on the coffin there, then go. What are you saying? Your campaigning.
I think the points are not clear on both sides. Yeah, I think the points are not clear on both sides. So make because I'm not bet I don't pass it to our mind. I thought I give 2 minutes. I ask the technical team for give 2 minutes to the callers. There will be 3 callers. Them more than that we just to short. They can go last words. Right? Because I know say we don't let. So call. Bring 3 callers. Them. Okay, we get 4 callers there on the queue. So that the last 4 calls then if they give 2 minutes each, they will close them. So, bring the first caller in one. Tell we'll go 2 minutes each. Yeah. So that we go. We don't pass to 2 minutes. We don't pass to 2 hour line. So good evening, caller. What time you say the call from, please? Good evening, caller. What animals are you call from? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Give 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah. See the situation. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, turn the audio down. Turn the audio down.
Yeah, the contribution what they give on this forum. First of all, I would like to thank you, the man. Hello? Hello? Yeah, the contribution what they give on this forum. First of all,
yeah, caller, go ahead now. Okay, well, look at the next question. Go down, go. Look at the next one. Because time don't go above the time. Good evening, caller. Anyone say the call from, please?
Yeah, hello, good evening. I call from New Jersey. My name Mohammed.
Yeah, Mr. Mohammed, 2 minutes. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I want to thank you very much, viewers, for calling. Up here for all as a Sierra Leone for enlightened people there and all that things. Yeah, I really give incredible credit to Mr. Lassana. I like you for that. You know, man, you really talk the truth because you need to hide. You are ready to go to a grave. Wait till wrong, you talk. Wait till right, you talk. So I give this for that. Mrs. Cole, I just want to tell you something. What you get for be honest with yourself. Wait till wrong, talk and say this is wrong. Wait till right, talk and say right. That you wait till say the letter for take out from you. Me wait till happen at Guinea. If me want to talk to me na SLPP member, if matter be you change the constitution, like so jamare pull up, I dey talk am. Not only one appel for staff Salone beaucoup. If it happen at Salone, let it pull out like so jamare. But so they not get integrity like a Guinea, so that they get integrity by themselves. Being APC side, where Ernest Krumah violate the constitution, he kick the vice president out, where they to the elector. Therefore, not pull on that power. Let me know say the people there, they like the two for serve the people there. Not one man that's put. They're 2 for serve the people there. The time done, you can change whatever we want put in the 5 year door, whatever we want go to the other time, whatever you want do, they will do it. Or the constitution of the country. If they change them, maybe you church that today or after fly. Where Julia Jallo, if you mistake, put Julia Jallo in power. Who in America, they go to Salone, the SS people, they go pull out. They will go die, they no more now. We will die for that constitution. Nobody need to violate no more. It's not enough. We got for begin stand for the truth. We got for begin stand for the truth. Now make a country they go beer because people like Mrs. Cole, they talk the true word. They hide. APC suffer for almost 10 good years. SLPP one day not cause trouble in that country. They don't go begin go social media, begin call war this and that. But when I have your own power, APC the global part they go hire border, they go give brother the drugs, this and that, they make they go cause trouble in the country. Una in America, they enjoy what people they suffer in this country. Them Martin Luther King, they benefit they enjoy also because of their stand for the truth. Why you need to stand for the reality? Say this is not enough. This have to go. If not APC, stand up for the truth. But una the APC, una not the true one, una more. Then they use una the man not respect una because una they afraid. There's none of them. Me are the talker. It might be a mistake. The constitution, it will be problem for her.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed. I'll bring the next person in because it's 2 minutes. Right now, the police and the will kick me out of here. But I just want to be guys playing because I'm a for Good evening, caller. What name is the call from, please? 2 minutes, please.
This now Abdurrahman Tifo again. I call from
Yes,
Virginia.
Go ahead. 2 minutes, sir.
I did respond to some of the in the way Anti-Kadi say concerning the killing of McKinney and other places there. Now, right now, everybody they blame President Bill. I understand, but there's one thing I can say now. Right now, Salone, everybody, even the layman, they all don't become politicians. They left waiting there for they go do when they give them the daily bread. Instead, they go fetch for somebody we know they give them nothing or we not beneficial to them. Because if they left the politicians to politicians, let them do waiting there for do, I think everybody will be okay. But when they say this politician don't do bad, they want to go behind them, they see people that come out in the number, they say that they not forbid. Now this all they put Salone behind. Now this they put Salone behind because right now everybody they blame President Bio. If myself na be police, I go and send me for go do that operation for go remove that how they call it generator na McKinney. Then some kind of mob them they told me then kind of way that they demand and they react. So na me own contribution than the people that supposed for do waiting there for do when they give them the daily bread instead of putting themselves in a risky position like which they do so they defend politicians and we know they do anything beneficial to them. So na me own contribution than the.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be the last caller in. Good evening, caller. What name is the call from, please?
Okay. Hello, viewers. This is Umaru, the call from Switzerland.
Yeah, Mr. Omar. 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, APC, SAPP are the same people. Nobody go feel say a better pass the company, other man, But viewers, what happen at Guinea, so go happen at Sierra Leone by God in power. We don't jump past that level. If we at one would wait for election, we change without the change. Just like we APC misbehave, we change the way election time reach. That's why SAPP misbehave. We be at the election time reach to change them. We don't jump that style. We don't pass that level for beginning to take on the go pull democratic government in power. We don't want that in a country like Sierra Leone. We don't get a bitter experience and that they do for we. Into go a matter of wait for election. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, since you mentioned, I will give one more lucky caller to another 2 minutes. So, last caller, good evening. What name is the call from, please? Yes, caller. What name is the call from?
Okay, Mina Keita, the call from North Carolina.
Yeah, Mr. Keita, go ahead. 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, thank you for this system where I don't provide for we. And now last week I come across this, of course not to be live. I just listen after when I've been done. But within the question there about, I think they go back to within that person they been asked last week where I listened to. I know say be disgruntled, of course, because they're fired. But me only what I can only tell the average Salone person is whether we not understand within our lessness for we country, within our patriotism, or maybe we just deliberate for just ignoring them. Because I remember when we did our college, now we did the time when the students even come back, say NPRC, I think I said them called that, and can't take over. I grew up now almost all over Salone, but the one thing we common among we, if I'm a person, you're okay. Just like somebody defend Mother Bio. If another person you owe somebody, very, very wrong. So until people then begin to redirect within they understand, but for commit yourself to a country, just like how they oversee now. See the way they watch na TV now, you vex for today boy not get sense back. But in the country, You know, as you listen to other people there, as you listen to, especially people that I not agree with. Because on the day, when you let something, you get a blind, you know, a vision, they just they follow you on side no more, you forget about the other side. But if it's Salone people, you know, even who they under, with they flout the laws there, will not respect no nothing, you know, then thing and they, of course, you know, they wish for any other coup. Because we don't live through war, we don't live through coup, we don't live through all them thing and this. You know, we not able, we let something for just happen. Even the government, they don't really succeed because they know they go about things then the way they forgot about it. You know, and the Salone people back there, they beg the politicians therefore lie to them. For goodness sake, before, you know, Mother Bio or whoever they go under, what do they do with their life? But as soon as, you know, they take power, the first thing, now for ascribe title to them. Or no one like doctor, this, that. We wouldn't have them country.
All right, Cole. I'll tell you very, very thank you. And I just want to bring my panelists there again 3 minutes for getting last word them because I know some time don't catch me. But it seems like this discussion today, I think people don't go for demand for part 2. I believe that, but all they see by tomorrow morning we'll go get her back. So but now I go to Miss Johnson. What are your last word for family tonight?
Okay, what I want to say is that Mohammed, I don't know if you at second day you come in again, but anyway, whether are you or not, you try for say now we know they talk this through. Well, Mohammed, me no one person way they talk through, you understand? And a lot of tell you that. Me no one person way I'm not the take side. You talk say because me see in some manner, me no way. Well, I tell you something. I defended some manner during the time when this case come out. I defend Sam Sumana because how would they look at? But from the time when Sam Sumana not come out with evidence, then it begin go big. Therefore, we are just going by waiting. Social media they tell me because we know daily. You get me? So I'm going based on that. You see, and social media tell we make we be supposed some. We all fight for some. I mean, we all make statements say, well, you know, Sam Sumana and all that. This and that. But in the end, when we get to can know everything now, some manner of inside all the trap. So if the man of inside all the trap, which will not allow the man of himself not say against something be happy in all day. You see, if one go, so how we go say people that go begin to go defend them back? No, you can't go defend somebody where don't say one thing that he can not able to prove them, that he don't go beg back and do something. You see, so I don't understand. You see, so there is no way. Some of say. You know they talk the truth, and they talk the truth. You see, I stick to my mother in crime. It commits to me that the fact refused for make a statement to innocent people that will not get nothing to do with that. Maybe they didn't make it sell. They died. So would that then I must die. Now then people in the act of and I stick to that. If you say that is not it, I'm afraid. Now you get the problem. Now you don't see the truth. If it possibly not the first no nothing, he go die, he by my kids, he die, you get me? You see? So mother, at least what you take mother for me can say is show empathy for those people, their family. And then he go come back and talk, one day we go commit a crime, the lawless one them. You can talk about them because nobody know they condone lawlessness. We don't condone lawlessness. You get me? You come out, now kill you the way you go for go do you crime, we're not go sorry for you. But you wait till you defend your arm too much, then straight something go kill you there. Then you say you're not going to sympathize with them people then that is sad, you see. So I'm not to tell you the truth, I'm not and I know they take back. I stand by what I say in terms of Mother Bio and that's in there. I stand by what I say. And then I go make a clear Mother brother, you don't know me, you understand it? Mother Bio himself know me. Mother Bio himself know me well say how I see things and so I they talk about. In times of when I'm in a power, you understand, because people say I want foresight and I don't know. Now, me the first possible, like I tell you something, what audio they come out with the MP they want audio allowance. Now, maybe pull that powerful audio where I analyze how much it will cost and everybody, where I condemn APs, I condemn the AP, the old Namina be the person. So when you know, Namina the person, you can't say now, Mina the one person we decide. I'm not decide. I went against an ESCOMA and the government and the MP there completely. So when I do that for an ESCOMA, so when mother in the do in your now not for talk, you see, that is bad. If I condemn an Escomada for able condemn mother, if mother do something wrong, or if party do something right, or in government do something right. Yeah, understand? Either way, either I not condemn the non, or if I condemn, I condemn both. But I'm not do one side for one, it's good for one, then it's not good for the other. No, I'm not like that. I'm sorry, you understand? No matter my affiliation. You see, no, you said I'm fine a word, eh?
Yeah, go ahead. Then I find out. Go ahead.
If I'm not there for Kambakla, just run up with one thing. You understand? Eh?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't catch you in time they were doing the show. So go ahead and run up.
Yes, President Bio and yes, when he talks, say the northern where chief minister been talking for put 1% or something. They were not money come up for chief minister. The Kenyan people they're not team up. They're not team up, touch them picking and all things. Not team up. You see, nobody not make noise. You see, so I just say make a mention that now President Bio government, you understand? Eh, will not even attempt for change that local election tomorrow, next month. And I talk about I know you're nothing, but common sense they tell me say if una say una they move that election day for the election go to 2024, I'm afraid una will meet very strong. Get me? And me not there for any movement or anything, but me of me safe. You understand? Eh? Me say go raise my voice up. Now that's what I want to say. Let them go according to it. Because we get you don't get extra 1 year where you don't who you do all kinds of where you do during the state of emergency. Wait again. 1 year you do wait when I want extra year for. You see, let them go. If you win again, fine, you go inside. You see. But I'm not there against, I'm not go there for let anybody go put President Bio out of who or no. Now elected governments, they so let them where the ballot box can and pull out. But then you have duty but not for change that in the other side. So with the allies and now go they make noise, then people in the elected no say people they're not prepared for take that.
All right. Thank you very much, Auntie Caddy Johnson Cole. So Mr. Sako, 3 minutes, Laurie, you last word to family for the night.
First of all, I want to say to my dear, eloquent, wonderful sister, and I don't want to let man jealous, so beautiful, you got to call the spade a spade. Beautiful sister. We come enlighten me all tonight. Me on last word, and I want to say thank you to the viewers for coming again to watch VOS and see us talking about matters that affect our people. So thank you very, very much. I don't think I come on VOS small, but thank you again. And I know say I'm welcome. This all waiting me they say to me Salone family. Coup is not the way to go. The ballot box, and there you get your bazooka for let you fire anybody legally where you not get for go jail, you sister not go die. Your fellow Sierra Leone are not go die, in who's not go spoil. Wait, let you do that. Now, another way for do that, we don't be dominated 60 years by 2 political parties, but yet still, this past December, money not in a bank. I let you get your money, you're not able for pull up. Waiting that they tell you, if they tell you say 60 years, it not work. When I remember waiting Obama say in 2009, they say, when you do the same thing for 50 years, even they refer to Cuba, they say you they get the same results, then you are repeat them again. Say not to fool like Chris. So meaning, we don't do it for 60 years. Since we gain independence, things not to even the same, they get worse. So we say we they continue with that trend, then we know they help ourselves. So like you an alternative. Let's go. Now we get what we call pressure group, an independent entity, we now well organized, wherein we go able for look at any Sierra Leonean, as long as we know say he credible, he able for do the job, he qualify, and not get for answer to any party. Instead, it the answer to the people of Sierra Leone we go now for the work. Because party, when you dey in a parliament, you not do it and they do, then get code of conduct and then get policies the way you for follow. If you not fulfill that, you dance the tune of the president or the leader of the party, you can be ejected. Unayeri, where Lehman go against waiting at this guy wa elect Chaka, waiting, I forget his name, in a parliament. We really scold the Minister of Information at one time. Tawa. Right, he do some things in the interest of Sierra Leone. Lima come, he say the man not behave according to the party rules. So Sierra Leonean, you have something here that has never happened in Sierra Leone. Let's have a pressure group. It is building already. Join the pressure group wherein we go make we own decision. We say, well, Mr. Tarawali, we don't say you are very good. You come, let you stand at this place here as member of parliament. We throw we resources and we support to Mr. Tarawali against the two parties the way they run, and we run a good campaign. We will begin full up the parliament, then we know for say they're not do nothing for we. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and thank you for watching.
All right. Thank you very much to me. Panelists, tonight was a great night, and I believe if anybody they either side of the fence don't know who side for dinner in terms of military coup, Africa, but most especially in Sierra Leone. No say not to look at now less than beyond the last result we look at now, but we be say with main power fall on the ballot box. I tell you now, thank you. God bless you now all. I tell thank you to my panelists because this now make them great, and also to viewers and listeners all around the world. Without one, there is no viewers. I tell you now, thank you. One inputs and very, very important that we continue the discussion, that we educate ourselves, and we make sure that we stand and do whatever it takes to push Mama Salone forward. We leader them way in power, and pray that they will be the best leader. Them. We will make Salone be one of the best countries in the world. I want to say thank you to the producers, and also the people that they make sure say we look fine at the screen, the technical team. I turn out, thank you. God bless you now all, and you guys stay blessed. Good night, everybody.
Miss Kadi, we don't talk on our phone. Now the first time this I see you, so thank